Hello and welcome to Blackwatch International. My name is Chrizzo and in this training video we'll be looking at infantry sights. Due to the mission setup of BWI, our members get exposure to a large amount of different weapons. Because of this, properly reading the markings on the accompanying sights can be a little daunting at first, and if done incorrectly can lead to very inaccurate fire on targets. So today we'll be looking at the following things: different influences on sight stability, iron sights, 1x and 2x magnification sights, and 4x magnification sights for both NATO and Russian forces. Sight stability. Before we take a look at the actual sights themselves, we're going to take a look at what influences sight stability. Stamina. Good stamina management is crucial for effective fire on target. If you're constantly sprinting all over the place, then your sight will sway all over the place. So whenever possible, try to preserve your stamina by lowering your rifle when moving on foot. This can be done by double tapping left control. Additionally, for long travel on foot, toggle your combat pace by pressing the C key. Weight and terrain also have an influence on stamina drain. Pay attention to your breathing. Breath control. Breath control allows you to shortly stabilize your rifle for a couple of seconds, which offers a significant improvement on long-range shots. This can be done by holding down your right mouse button. Generally, you can hold your breath for a few seconds before you need to start breathing again, and your aim stability will be dramatically reduced. Stance. Your stance greatly influences your sight stability. You will be the most accurate when prone. A little less accurate when crouching, and the least accurate when standing. Try to find a suitable stance for your situation by pressing the X key to crouch and the Z key for prone. Weapon support. Finding a suitable position to rest your weapon on will dramatically increase your weapon stability. Armor will do this automatically when you're near an object. However, this offers only a small benefit. To get the most out of your weapon resting, you need to physically toggle your weapon resting, which you can do by pressing the C key. If you have trouble mounting your weapon on a surface, you can change your stances incrementally by holding down the left control plus one of your directional keys. Depending on which movement key you pick, you'll change your stance slightly to that direction. This can give you the perfect edge over your opponent in combat. Note that some objects cannot be used to rest your weapon on. These advanced stances also influence movement speed. Wounds. If you're wounded, you'll have less control over your rifle stability. This becomes especially prevalent when you've taken wounds to your arms. Generally, the better you manage the elements we've discussed before, the bigger your advantage will be in any firefight. Armor also realistically models ballistics. Because of this, keep in mind that if your target is moving, you'll need to adjust your fire accordingly. This concludes the influences on sight stability, and thus the basics of effective fire on your intended target. Next, we'll take a look at basic sights, their benefits, downsides, and how to properly use them. First off is iron sights. Nearly every firearm comes equipped with iron sights. They offer no magnification and can be ranged manually and are night vision compatible. For effective fire, you can align your intended target with the smallest vertical pip that is displayed on the sight. At range, the effectiveness of iron sights dramatically decreases. Also, due to their size, they can greatly influence peripheral vision in close quarters combat. Because of this, people prefer to replace them with any alternative possible. 1x and 2x magnification. The first alternative to iron sights are the 1x and 2x sights. 1x sights excel at close ranges by providing a better field of view over most iron sights. These sights are night vision compatible and have a fixed range of about 100 meters incremented by a dot, triangle, or another symbol. 2x sights have the same attributes of the 1x sight. The only major difference is the fixed range of the reticule. These are 0 to about 200 meters, and in case of the holographic sights, have an additional marking which mark 500 meter mark. Much like the iron sights, the effectiveness of a 1x and 2x sights drastically decreases at distance. So depending on the nature of your mission, you might want to consider using one of the 4x magnification sights if you will encounter distant targets. 4x sights. 4x magnification sights are slightly magnified to give a better sight picture of targets at a distance. However, this creates a problem by narrowing your field of view, which leads to a little bit of tunnel vision. The sight also blocks a larger portion of your view, obscuring more than a 1x or 2x scope would. Some of these sights have a backup one-time or iron sights on top to allow for better close range engagement. You can toggle the secondary sight by pressing Ctrl and right click. Finally, 4x sights are not night vision compatible in Arma. Let's look at the NATO and Russian 4x scopes. It's possible to use markings on the NATO scope to gauge the distance to your target by lining them up the horizontal lines with the width of an enemy combatant. The Russian counterparts of the optics have a different way of gauging distance to a target. By lining up a standing enemy combatant between the horizontal and curved line, you can read the corresponding range and use that to engage your target. This concludes our video on basic infantry scopes, what influences them, and how to properly use them. Obviously, these are only a few of the sights that are available for use. Try to pick the right sight for both yourself and the situation you're facing. Thank you for watching this video on infantry sights. If this video was useful, be sure to give it a like. Subscribe for more Arma 3 content and check out our website for more info on Blackwatch International.